unfaithful.
Give Marty a big hand for that singing.
Untrue. All that she's done right now don't matter. That lonesome song reminds me we're through. That lonesome song keeps on playing and telling the story that makes me so blue. Reminds me of you. Someday I'll get over losing.
Number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought I could be unlike sinking sand, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Lord, I can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain's too high.
Thank you all very much for doing another show. go down here quick and just the approach is a long
Shake down our houses with their big old drag lines and bury our families deep in them mines. Why not plant cigarette trees? They burn faster than you log these. Fill up them valleys, hurry them streams, a big old people using disgrace that big old mountain. We can ride for a big kill animal and human. Ever plan to earn? You can't help but leave the sky. We can still flip you the bird. We do no mountains to climb and you disappear when you shut down the mines. Pray God gives you mercy, the place you should dwell. You don't burn like coal when you're sentenced to hell. Why not plant cigarette trees? They burn faster than you can get long leaves. Fill up the That casual fashion look. He's with her church of God. He's with her church of God. He's with her church of God. The old people say it would never be done. He's with her church of God. And he made the people sing from an elevated screen. He's with her church of God. He's with her church of God. He's with her church of God. The old people said it would never be done. He's with her church of God. People said it would never be done. He's with her church of God. Then he hired his wife on the stand. The Lord hired his wife on the stand. He put her on the pavement. It was not like Tammy Faye. He's with her church of God. And he passed that on her plate around. The Lord, he passed that on her plate around. He passed that plate around and said, lay your money down. He's with her church of God. He's with her church of God. He's with her church of God. The people said it would never be done. He's with her church of God. Junkyard man has good times, but the poor man has hard times. Transmission, radiators, brake lines, where the junkyard man meets dollar signs. Greasy hands playing on the screw threads, tires no metal where the word treads. Grease
they came around the back.
Take on the stake for the junk man. The junk man, the junk man. When the people get blues, well, he gets no passion. The poor man, he's on the junk man. Recession hits him hard, and it's back to the old junkyard. wears a dirty shirt. Weeds growing up through the wheel wells will crush everything you can't see. There's dried up blood on the dashboard and a handful of change laying in the floor. The young people die before they should. The junk man, the junk man. When the people get blues, well, it gets poor man, he's on the junk man. The session hits him hard and it's back to the junkyard. Down by the roadside is an old man with a hard gut. He's got no money for his sweetheart, so he's been off down to the junkyard. The junkyard man has good times, while the poor man has hard times. For transmission radiators, brake lines, the junkyard man gets no times. The junk man, the junk man. When the people get the blues, well, it gets good shit. But the poor man, he's on the junk man. Session hits him hard and it's back to the junkyard. Session hits him hard and it's back to the junkyard.
I saw that in the paper. I bet they still out
outfield shagging flies, 3 big home run hitting guys. Brothers Art and Martin cut Fargo too. Brothers Art and Martin cut Fargo too.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Look here, before we go any further here, I got some bad news.
We don't want to hear bad
Well,
news.
it's for the older folks in the crowd, and they're going to find out about it sooner or later. It says here, in order to save the economy and lower Social Security and Medicare costs, the federal government will announce next month that the Immigration Department will start deporting senior citizens. They were going to deport illegal aliens, but realized old people are easier to catch and won't remember how to get back home. So we'll see you on the bus. All right, then.
We stay in motels a lot. Everywhere we go, and we stay. Boy, we found a nice one out there in Branson, Missouri. Them towels was so fluffy we couldn't hardly get our suitcase closed on them.
I like y'all ain't never done that before.
Boy, we found a redneck Hilton out there in Arkansas, though. Wow, it was a rough joint. I couldn't believe it. We walked in the front door and the roach come running out of there, had a dead mouse in his mouth. The big one. I was standing in the lobby, was talking to the man there behind the desk. I told him, I was looking at one-eyed dog coming in the door. He said, I think that dog's going out the door. I believe it's from Ohio, too. You saw a bed bug, didn't you?
And daggone bed bugs.
They're bad, boy. Don't never fool with them.
I was filling out the guest book and a bed bug come crawling right down the middle of the guest book. I told that old gal, I said, we stayed in a lot of motels with bed bugs, but it's the first time we ever had one come down front and see what room we're going to stay in.
It got worse. You ought to seen them rooms. I couldn't believe it. I walked in that room and looked around and I said, I'm calling the front desk right now. I called up there and I said, buddy, I got a leak in the sink. He said, go ahead.
The restaurant was even worse. We went and ordered some big steak. Guy come in there and brought mine, my wife, his wife. Lardo said, hey, I ordered a steak too. Almost, I know, I'll be right back. When he left, he come back and carried it, had his thumb right on top of it, just like that. He set it down, Lardo said, hey, you got your thumb on top of my steak. Old boy said, yeah, I know, I'll make sure I don't drop it again.
Bad. What about the Greenville trip?
All right, then.
Paul sitting right there and Rick Adams.
It was.
And old Paul said, tell that story on him.
I hate to do it. Y'all seen Rick, y'all know Rick Adams?
He's one dog like this right here. He won't hire everybody for music around here. He's a good old boy.
But anyway, Paul got him a new truck. And he told Rick, said, get up in here and let me show you how fast this new truck could go. Well, he got him up in there and he took off down the road and boy, he was flying. Rick was sitting there looking out the window, you know. Paul carbining that big truck. He got knuckled up and here come a train gonna cross the road. Paul said, watch this, I'll beat that train. Well, he carbided that truck, sped up real fast. Rick said, what are you doing? He said, I'm gonna beat that train. He said, you can't beat the train, go get us both killed. Well, Paul seen he couldn't beat the train, so he hit them brakes and cog locked it. Went sliding down the road sideways, that big truck. Them tires are squalling and smoking on that blacktop. Instead of a screeching halt. I'm about that far in that freight train. Rick was sitting there looking at him, his eyes that big, watching that freight train there behind. Them old tires was burning and smoking on that blacktop. Paul looked over at Rick and said, do you smell that? He said, I reckon so. I'm sitting in it. trains as they go by. With the whistle's lonesome sound, you could hear for miles around. As she rode across the Greenville Trestle High. But the whistles don't sound like they used to. Lately, not many trains go by. Hard times across this land, we know work for the railroad man. And the Greenville Trestle now seems high. Big one. On the riverbank I stand with a cane pole in my hand. Watch the freight trains up against the sky. With the black buck trailing back, it's moving along the track. Let the road across the Greenville Trestle High. But the whistles don't sound like they used to. Lately, not many trains go by. Hard times across this land, we know work for the railroad man. And the Greenville Trestle now don't seem to hide. When the lonesome whistles whine, I get rambling on my mind. All that we say still sounded that way. As I turn ahead for home, she rumbled low and long, and through the sunset at the close of the day. But the whistles don't sound like they used to. Lately, not many trains go by. Hard times across this land, me no work for the railroad man. And the Greenville Trestle now don't seem to hide. All the Greenville Trestle now don't seem to hide.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you used to blow the train whistle, I know. I remember when we was kids, you blowed it. You could for a while. What if I get a cold or something and need to blow the train whistle? Can I count on you to do it?
Nah, sometimes.
I've been working all day in the hot, hot sun. I can't hardly wait for night to come. Are we keeping you awake there, pal? Look at him, yawning. I'm telling you, he's ornery. He's yawned all day.
You ain't bothering me, go ahead. Time you get done, they'll be asleep.
It's aggravating. Did you get no sleep last night?
By 4 o'clock this morning before I went to sleep.
Why is that?
When the shade was up in the window,
Why'd you pull them down?
they's in the window across the street.
Oh, mighty good deed. Well, me and my uncle in a carbide light paddle down the river in the Pilgrim light to catch a mess of bullfrog, take her home to mom. We eatin' frog legs when the morning comes. Kentucky River bullfrog bigger than a groundhog, holler like a good dog barking on a tree. Catch him with your bare hand, throw him in the frying pan. Kentucky River bullfrog, a mighty good deed. Well, me and my uncle and a little John boat, we got so many frogs that the boat won't float. We cleaned them all and we took them in, and you ought to see my pal big grin. Kentucky River bullfrog bigger than a groundhog, holler like a coon dog barking on a tree. Catch him with your bare hand, throw him in the frying pan. Kentucky River bullfrog, a mighty good deed. We took about all the frog we was gonna take. Uncle reach for a frog, come up with a snake, long and snake down in the floor, and I hit him in the head with my bowload. Kentucky River bullfrog bigger than a groundhog, holler like a dog barking on a tree. Catch him with your bare hand, throw him in the frying pan. Kentucky River bullfrog, a mighty good deed. Butch, you have a request for rooster?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm kin them people over.
We played at the library up in Lansing here a while back.
First time he'd ever been in one.
We wondered where they kept all the books. But anyway, we walked in the library. We don't know that.
We did that one time in front of the Osborne brothers. We won't do that no more.
Anyway, we played in the library up yonder in Lansing. We walked in there, you know, and the lady standing there at the counter. Lardo, he walked up, he looked all around, walked up to her and he said, "Give me a cheeseburger, fry, and a large Coke."
Come on.
She says, "Excuse me?" He said, "Cheeseburger, fry, and a large Coke." She said, "Sir, do you realize this is the library?" He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. A cheeseburger,
I took him to town the other day. He called and said, "Let's go to town, borrow some money. It'd be a good day for us to do that. We need to go to buy some sound equipment." That stuff's high, you know. I dropped him off at the insurance officer, and he went in and talked to that man first. He asked him, said, "Buddy, I need to buy some fire insurance." He told him, said, "We're all out of fire insurance. How about some flood insurance?" He looked at him and said, "No, I don't reckon. Oh, I was starting on flood." I had to get him out of there. Went to the bank, walked in there. Little gal sitting up front said, "Ma'am, we're here to borrow some money." She said, "You're lucky because the loan officer's upstairs right now. His name is on his desk, Mr. Cobb. Go up there and he'll take care of it." We went up there and said, "Mr. Cobb, we'd like to borrow some money." He said, "Come on in, boy." Said, "I need a financial statement." Well, I couldn't think of one to save my life. He said, "A penny saved, a penny earned." Caught me off guard coming from him. What that man said to me next door made me mad, and I'm hard to get mad. He said, "Y'all go on and get out of here. Y'all ain't nothing but ignorant hillbillies." I said, "Buddy, you can't say that to people no more." He said, "Well, what are you?" I said, "We're Appalachian Americans." He said, "I know what y'all are." He said, "Y'all are Hicks. Now go on, back to the country, move along. You know what we do with Hicks in the city?" I said, "No, I don't, but I know what we do with Cobbs in the country." We didn't get the money, but we left there with our pride, buddy.
I ate a lot of good food here today, I'm telling you. We was down in Barbersville last night, and they got a Daniel Boone festival going on. It's a big one too, boy. But I ate a chicken sandwich down there. Did you eat one of them?
I tried to. It got choking me up. I had to quit on it.
I ate that chicken sandwich, and I've had the awfulest tickling in my throat ever since. And every time I cough, it's... Anyway, we got a request here.
What I want to know is, last night we were down there playing, and I was introducing a song. It was a serious song. And he was sitting over there just fidgeting and squirming. What was wrong with you? You couldn't sit still.
Hind end went to sleep.
I thought maybe I heard it snore a time or two.
Had a hand, wouldn't lay no egg. Had a hand, wouldn't lay no egg. Then the rooster came on the farm, caught the hen down by the barn. She's laying eggs now, we got eggs now. Since the rooster came on the farm. She's laying eggs now, we got eggs now. Since the rooster came on the farm. Had a dog, didn't have no pups. Had a dog, didn't have no pups. When the rooster came on the farm, caught the dog down by the barn. She She's having bird dogs. We got bird dogs. Let the rooster came on farm. She's having bird dogs. We got bird dogs. Since the rooster came on farm. Had a cow, didn't give no milk. Had a cow, didn't give no milk. Then the rooster came on the farm, caught the cow down by the barn. She's giving eggnog, we got eggnog. Then the rooster came on the farm. She's giving eggnog, we got eggnog. Then the rooster came on the farm. Had an aunt, didn't have no kids. Had an aunt, didn't have no kids. Then the rooster came on the farm, caught her aunt down by the barn. For hand fried rooster, for hand fried rooster. Then the rooster came on the farm. For hand fried rooster, for hand fried rooster. Then the rooster came on the farm. Oh, thank you. Thank y'all.
We got one here, kind of a gospel song I wrote.
That remind me, before we do the song, we were asked if we do anything spiritual, and we're fixing to. And if y'all don't mind, we'd like to take just a minute here and pass an offering plate.
We ain't gonna do that, don't pay no attention to him. Lord have mercy, I don't know where he comes up with that stuff. Talking about that, I was in church about 3 or 4 Sundays ago, and my preacher, love him to death. Good man, preaches the word the way it's supposed to be. But he got carried away. You know how they do sometimes. Every once in a while, them preachers get going and they won't hush.
I know somebody like that.
Anyway, he was jumping through the books of the Bible, and it was like he was in a trance or something. I said, I got to do something. It's going on 1 o'clock. I picked up a hymn book and I flung it right up through the middle of the church. Accidentally hit an elderly woman in the back of the head and knocked her plumb out on the floor. I ran up there, I said, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Are you all right? She said, hit me again, I still hear him a little bit. I wrote this song about a buddy of mine I grew up with. Just couldn't seem to get all his ducks in a row. He's in and out of trouble with the law, on all kinds of drugs and everything, and everybody just gave up on him. Didn't want to have nothing to do with him, just give up. Except for one person, his mama. Mama don't give up on their babies.
You better go, there they go.
He changed his life, turned it around for the better. About 2 years ago, when I went to him, I said, what in the world happened? What come over you? What made you do this? He sat there and told me, and when I left there, I wrote this song about it.
We're down there by the outhouse.
Mama started praying for me before I was even born. Prayed that I'd be healthy, weather all life's storm. But the prayer that she prayed most of all was, I know Jesus someday. I thank God Mama knew how to pray. I grew up in the 50s and 60s, doing everything wrong I could. Everybody gave up on me, but Mama never would. It was a miracle I made it home from Vietnam, okay. I thank God Mama knew how to pray. She used to do without things, even money for church, to get me out of jail. Held on to her faith, I'd change my ways, save my soul from hell. If I had my life to live over again, I'd never break her heart that way. I thank God Mama knew how to pray.
I do too. Papa should go get it.
I was raised to church. I let Satan convince me it all was a waste of time. Drugs and alcohol brought me down. Nobody's fault but mine. I decided to take my own life. I thought, what would Mama say? I thank God Mama knew how to pray. She used to do without things, even money for church, getting me out of jail. Held on to her faith, I'd change my ways and save my soul from hell. If I had my life to live over again, I'd never break her heart that way. I thank God Mama knew how to pray. I took her to church on Mother's Day. I thought that'd make her feel good. I sang them hymns and I heard the preacher talk about the cleansing blood. Then the Holy Spirit moved in my heart and I seen my mama smile. A million of her prayers was answered that day when I walked down the aisle. She used to do without things, even money for church, get me out of jail. Held on to her faith, I changed my ways, saved my soul from hell. If I had my life to live over again, I'd never break her heart that way. I thank God Mama knew how to pray. And I thank Jesus for saving a sinner like me. Thank y'all. We got time for one more here, will ye? Thank y'all very much. You tell about our preacher.
All right, look here, where we go?
It's not even telling you. Well, peel the sheet, check the wool out. If you have questions, any questions at all, please feel free to ask. We accept all of any questions. In fact, my favorite question is, if you put the peel the grease on the sheet, how many of you know what that grease is really called? I'm going to get this across early when I want to worry about that. Ladies, all of you should know what the grease on that lamb is. Every one of you should know. When I say it, I know you know. Lanolin. It's used to soften skins in your soaps, lotions, all that stuff. I'm sure most of you knew, but take that one home and I feel like somebody just learned something. Remember, ask lots of questions. The Border Collie characters are going to be going here in a little bit. Please stick around for that. I've been watching it all day and I can't get tired of watching it. The one thing, I love to watch Border Collies work, but the one thing that I envy the most in those Border Collies, no matter how old they are plumb full of energy. I wish I could figure out a way to get just 1/10 of the energy of those dogs. Feel free to stay around and ask questions, take some wool samples if you want, and make sure it's going to start up real quick. And with that, I'll let you go.
pottery with
You
the
don't
fish on
understand
it?
how much we fish. I sat there and talked to a lady that told me all about the booth. Everything she had was fish. I